Well, I'm David Copeland, and this is my wife, Kathy.
Hi.
We moved back to Chillicothe in the spring of 1992. We started going to Cornerstone Church in the fall of 1992 because we wanted our kids to have a relationship with God. When we moved back, we owed about $8,000 on our vehicles, and we had about $12,000 in credit card debt and no job. And we agreed that when we had kids that my wife wouldn't work, that she would stay home and take care of our kids. Our survival was based totally on pressing into God. And we were being taught what the Word of God said about faith, about finances, in a lot of areas of our life. And God changed it in a lot of areas. But you can see from the time we started trusting God and actually stepped out and started tithing, that our business and our family life just started to grow and change. The next year, our salary increased to $30,000 that year. So we were making $15 an hour, and we were just as happy as we could be. At that time, we really had no money per se, but we were very happy with our family.
Plus, we also got very involved in a home group with Roger and Barb back in those days.
Yeah.
And they were just our support system, and they were our family that helped us to grow even more. They cared and loved on us, and that was the key for us, was getting involved in the church family.
Cornerstone Church has totally changed our life. We've been taught what the Word of God says. We've been encouraged to step out and live by faith in lots of areas. We can talk about several things that God has blessed us with and done and changed in our lives, like our marriage, giving us peace. We could go on, but we look at where we started from back in 1992 and where we're at now, and it's beyond what we ever thought we would have or be able to do. God's blessed us so much with friends and family and relationships, and finances. When you get past the point of survival, it's just a numbers game. Up to that point, you're trying to survive, so your focus is on trying to get to that point where you have some consistency in your life and you're not just struggling hand to mouth. But money doesn't make you happy. It's your relationship with God, your friends, and everything else. And if you take all the money and the stuff away, all you have left is your relationships.
Hi, we're Mike and Natalie Holzer, and we've been attending Cornerstone now for about 18 months. We've attended church our whole life, and our faith began to grow really strong while we was at college. We aligned ourselves with good Christian friends, and after we got out of college, we returned to our hometown and began to attend a local church, and we kind of started getting stagnant in our church life. We still went through the motions. We attended church, but we just kind of had a level plateau in our lives.
We didn't really fall away from Christ, but we didn't grow at all either.
We was invited to our nephew's child dedication service one Sunday, and when we returned home, we started discussing and decided we needed to change in our church life. Through the time, we could feel ourselves becoming more on fire for Christ in the way that we believed, in the way we thought, in the way we lived our lives, read the Bible.
I don't know, it kind of reminds me of in John, where Christ tells you that He is the vine and we are supposed to be the branches. We weren't being very fruitful branches at the time, and I feel like now we're surrounded with people who are just like us, people who encourage us. We have a church family who loves us and encourages us to pray, to read our Bible, and to grow in the Lord, so that we are no longer that stagnant branch sitting there waiting to be pruned. We're actually building our life on a foundation that is strong, that we can produce fruit for Christ. Now that we've attended Cornerstone for a while, we feel like we are starting to feel that fire again that we felt when we were once in college. We feel that God is leading us in different ways that we never dreamed possible. He's using us in ways that we never thought could ever happen. And I don't know, I feel like this is something that I want my children to see, and I want them to grow up knowing that Christ is real and that He can be real every day in every part of your life.